Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee. And this being the second Saturday of the month, not only am I here, but Ron Wong is here.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm doing much better. My voice holds out.
And you sound better.
I've been through one
I have talked to you
here
recently, and there were times I had a hard time understanding what you were saying.
They thought I was in the deer stand whispering on the live show.
But
you know when we're out there trying to kill that deer, and I do my whispering job. But I was But it's come back.
It is.
I'm not there yet, but
you're getting there.
I'm getting there, and we're talking fishing. You know that.
Oh, I love it too.
Second Saturday of the month here. Great Ratliff is our show producer, and
what's so great is there's all kinds of tournaments going on. You know, we talked a little bit earlier that we have a national high school championship going on out of Florence, Alabama,
and you've also got a big catfishing going on
there
out of
Leesburg, Alabama, which I'll be at.
Yeah.
And then we've got a big bass tournament up there in Wisconsin.
That's right.
For the collegiate anglers. And, of course, I had the opportunity during Bass Fest at Kentucky Lake to go cover some of those, the wild card, the BASS wild card by Carhartt.
Yes.
College tournament, and of course had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with those college kids, which was really, really awesome, and to talk to the tournament director for the Carhartt BASS collegiate ranks, Hank Weldon.
And we have
the man.
We got Hank on with us this morning on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Good morning, Hank.
Guys, good morning. How are y'all? Always love coming on the show, and Ron, it's been a few weeks ago, we were hanging out in Paris, Tennessee.
Yeah, we were.
You're in. I'm glad you threw in Paris, Tennessee, in there. That we knew you weren't Paris, France, but now you're in Wisconsin. Man, I tell you, your job takes you everywhere, Hank. And I know the Carhartt Bassmaster College Series National Championship going on this weekend at Lake Dubay. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a few years ago, we were in North Georgia on a lake called Lake Chatoog, and
that's right.
That's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of picking these lakes that the anglers aren't familiar with, kind of going along the style of the U.S. Open in golf. You know, they stick those golfers on some courses they're not really familiar with.
Right.
We're challenging them, but we're up here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, on Lake Dubay.
You know, Hank. One of the very great things I think about the college championships is the format that BASS has. Very unique, and the ultimate prize is that the winner of this tournament qualifies for the Bassmaster Classic.
That's right.
Kind of tell our listeners the format. I mean, how many teams are in this thing, and as they go through and
Sure.
You're going to crown a champion eventually.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. So what we have is we have 5 conferences across the country, and these guys it's essentially the top 10% of each conference region. We hold a tournament in each conference,
right.
And then what you were talking about with the wild card, if you did not qualify via your conference regional. That's everybody can come to the wild card for one last chance. We take the top 10% from there. So we had right at 692 person teams fish this year through the wild card.
Wow.
Yeah, and
so we've got that whittled down to 85 teams representing 60 different universities this week.
Wow.
So we're talking the top of the top for the college ranks.
And this has really been how many years now, Hank?
Ooh, well, if you go all the way back when Jerry McKinnis and those guys, and JM and Associates, our owner, started it, that's back all the way to 2006. But from a bass umbrella standpoint, we started back in 2011.
Yeah.
So let's see, 4 years now, 5 years?
And this it continues to grow because I think this is the most teams you've ever had in this event, right?
It is, and we're so lucky because we're able to say that every year. Every year we've had it, it's been the largest one ever. And I hope next year when we're talking to you guys, we're going to be saying it's the largest ever, and I think it will because it's just a fun, a great demographic portion of the sport, and it's refreshing to see the youth continuing to fish, and that means we're going to have the sport of bass fishing for a very long time.
No, you're absolutely right, and we at Outdoors with Larry Ray here certainly support all the efforts to get the younger generation involved in the bass fishing world. So now you've got all these, you got these 80-something teams that have qualified for the national championship. What happens?
So here's how here's what's been going on. So on Thursday we started with a full field of 85 teams, and we fished yesterday, Friday, another full field. We have now whittled that down to the top 5 teams. Competing today for a national championship. Okay?
Now they're going to be able to go out to Bassmaster.com and see who's going to qualify at the end of the day today, right?
That's right. That's correct. I mean, we have the live weigh-ins online. We have photo galleries. You can check out everything and anything you want to know about the event right there. I mean, it's basically an Elite Series style coverage. We have bloggers out on the water. I mean, it's all you. It's anything you want to know. It's out there. And so here's where it gets a little complicated, like you're talking for. So we'll crown a team national champion today, this afternoon. Last year that was UNC Charlotte.
Right.
We will retain the top 4 teams from the team championship portion after today.
Okay.
Then they are seeded how they finished.
Okay.
National champions are the 1 seed, second place are the 2 seeds, 3 seeds, 4 seeds, etc. They are then individualized and placed into their own fully rigged Nitro Z7 boats.
Wow.
They go head-to-head. They go head-to-head. The 1 seed is against the 4 seed on both sides. You have the co-angler is against the 4 seed boater, and the 1 seed boater is against the 4 seed non-boater. If you follow that, and we'll whittle it down over the next 3 days. We'll have 8 individuals fishing tomorrow, same place, Stevens Point. We're actually going to be on a different body of water. We're going to be on the lake below Lake DeBay. It's called Wisconsin Flowage. It'll go 8 tomorrow, then we'll cut it down to 4 because they'll be head-to-head, so it cuts in half each day. 4 on Monday, and then the final 2 anglers out of that 690 boat number we had over the year. We'll be down to the final 2 anglers battling head-to-head to see who's going to be fishing in the Geico Bassmaster Classic next March over in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Grand Lake. So it's a very, very busy week. I will be exhausted.
Yeah, you will. I mean, you do a great job.
But you know something, Hank? These we think them as kids here. There's some really good anglers in this thing. I mean, there's some future names that I think that we will hear about that may be as good as some of them out there right now, just waiting for that chance. And I just can't imagine. I knew how much pressure it was when I went into final exams in college. I can't imagine what's going on. This is like, the pressure that morning when these guys take off. But
we were. I was going to say, we were talking this morning about it. I think some of these kids, not to take away from the schoolwork, but I think they might be thinking harder while they're out on the water. And it's it can be very, very. You guys know, very mentally challenging. But you
very
talked about
mental.
the angler, how good they are. I mean, just 2 names we'll throw out there: our former bracket champions, Matt Lee and Jordan Lee. You know them. Elite Series.
They're on the Elite Series
Elite
now.
Series
That's right.
Out there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Hank, when it finally comes down to the final 2, final 4, where they're fishing on a different lake from where all of the qualifications, if you will, has been going on, have any of them been able to practice on that other lake?
This is where it gets interesting. What we will do...
It's already interesting.
Right. What we'll do this evening after we crown the national champion...
Right.
Unfortunately, we say thank you to 5th place. They'll earn some cash dollars.
That's right.
We award cash dollars, but we pay it to the fishing team, not individuals, to preserve the amateurism of the sport. But what we'll do is we'll take those top 4, we'll take them over to their boats immediately after weigh-in, let them rig them up, and then we're going to let them go out on the lake for a short amount of time just to kind of acclimate themselves to their surroundings, but they're not going to get to fish long. So it is going to be, we talk about this morning's decisions. Well, the luxury they had this morning is they've been out on debate since Monday.
Yeah.
They will have not seen this lake until this afternoon. So they're going to be making a lot of decisions first thing in the morning. So it's going to be, that adds just another variable that just tests these guys to the ultimate level.
Well, it makes them use some skills that sometimes we forget about, like studying maps, and then taking that knowledge they see in the evening and go out and look at their graphs and find that place, and et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I just think it's an exciting time, and we appreciate you, Hank Weldon, hooking up with us on this Saturday morning. I know you're a busy man, but we always love to talk to you because this is a college spirit.
Yeah, it is.
And it's competition. These guys they want to beat each other. And I think it's whether you're one-on-one or whatever it might be. Hank, thank you, buddy, and appreciate Helen. I still want to say the other name, but Helen White setting this up and everything for us.
And Hank, I'll see you next year at some of your tournaments, collegiate tournaments, because we sure want to cover it for Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch. Thanks, Hank. Have a great day, buddy, okay?
Guys, you take care.
All right, go get him. All right, Hank Weldon. All right.
Good guy.
Going on
Great
up in
guy.
Wisconsin right now, and there's really some competition. And go out to Bassmaster.com, and you got live streaming and all those different kind of things. So great to talk to Hank. All right, we're going to come back now. We're going to switch gears and talk ICAST.
And we're still going to talk fishing.
We're going to talk fishing. We're going to talk fishing with Mark Copley coming up.
That's right.
Our good friend from Strike Team. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray if my voice holds up on ESPN 790.